Yo, Alvaro, what's up, man? Doing good, brother. How are you? How was your day? Good to hear, man. Good to hear. All right. What are you up to? Haven't seen you since the past, what, like 2 days, I guess? Something like that? You were at piano practice? That's what you mean? Oh, on your tablet. Oh, so basically you're practicing piano on your tablet now. That's cool, man. Well, you're on an instrument, so that means that you're busy doing a good thing. Did you start practicing like lately, or have you been playing the piano on the tablet for some time now? My eyes are feeling dry. Guess I'm feeling a little tired. I don't really practice piano, I practice more drum. Okay, awesome, man. Pro charged, can you play a sick beat? Well, I don't know if it be a sick beat, but it's actually 12 midnight where I am, man, and yeah, the drums are basically disconnected. I normally do uh, like live drumming throughout the day, like most likely in the afternoon, sometimes in the morning, but I just got back from a few things that I was doing outside home. So yeah, man, I just got here and basically came on the live stream to answer questions and get to the session of uh, that part of the day. So unfortunately, right now I'm not on the drums, man. I'm sorry that I can't fulfill that for you right now. How is life treating you, bro? It's alright. Life is good. I can't actually complain, man. Yeah, just on the grind. Getting things done. I just got home with my girlfriend. So yeah, we were just doing some, diligences and places, typical adult stuff, I guess. So yeah, I can't complain, man. Thanks for asking. Gary, what music you're into? Gary, I am most likely into metal, like the heavy technical stuff, black metal here and there as well. I mean, that's my favorite genre to play on the drums and what I prefer. But I do like other genres, man. Like, as a musician, I'm not close minded with that, but that's my fave. Nice, man. Awesome. Good to know. Welcome to the channel. I think it's the first time you joined. Haven't seen you, or at least your username doesn't seem familiar. Yeah, man. Venom, it's good old school black metal, for sure. Yeah. I mostly listen more to death metal. I mean, that's like my go-to, but I do like some good old black metal, Bathory, stuff like that. Some Dark Throne, you know. I like to get into those things here and there. Jason, hi, good taste in music. Of course, Peter. Yeah. Thanks, Jason. Yeah, Borsum doesn't disappoint as well, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I actually started with. I could say that this was like an upgrade, but this was through the years. Yeah, I started with like Spanish rock, then got into new metal, then thrash metal, heavy metal. You know that ladder that you go through the years when you start listening to many bands and stuff. But as far as like drumming, my favorite genre is just like technical, fast, blast beat, gravity blast stuff. So yeah, different reasons why I'm more into death metal, but black metal is that little spark that you get with some ambient details and you know that good stuff. So yeah, always welcome. Mario, yeah, battery. I did mention that before you got here, I think. But yeah, of course, I have my battery shirt. I think it's in the washing machine. I don't know, but it's somewhere around here. I got my noodle always with me. Nice, Joshua. Good for you, man. Peter, true Burzum is simply drumming that makes sense. Yeah, man. I mean, with black metal, like at its whole, uh, drumming may be even simple, but it's like the ambient, the guitars, uh, depending eventually type of black metal you're playing. But yeah, man, like it's slow, simple, but it has like that energy and that, mm, you know. So yeah, definitely agree with you, man. Peter, more adrenaline, faster beats. Yeah, for sure. Um, that's what I like because I'm more into that adrenaline area. I do love extreme sports. So yeah, that's also where I got it from. I skateboard. I used to BMX. So like I'm into that fast adrenaline rush. That gets you like really, aggressively productive with things, right? So yeah, man, I love it. That's a unique feeling for sure. Peter, true. It's simple. It has weight. Yeah, man, definitely. Like you can play like a rock beat, but if it's like the guitar and like the vocals and everything, like you can get really powerful stuff out of that, simple composition. So yeah, man, black metal definitely has its thing. Can you drum classical music like Mozart? Joshua, I probably could. I normally don't do like live drumming unless it's like during the afternoon or sometimes during the morning hours. It depends, who comes into the chat because I know not everybody's under the same time zone. So yeah, I mean, I can even do like a different version of Mozart, like maybe ask here and there. But yeah, man, classical music also has its position and it's super intriguing and like unique. So sorry to disappoint that I cannot do that right. But if you want to stay up to date with the things that I do, you can my channel. I'm mostly into like metal stuff to be honest. But with you guys, I've been getting a lot of requests of different things, different genres to play to. Even though it's really kicking my butt lately with some notifications, even by playing music on the background. So yeah, I'll try to maybe play something for 15 to 20 seconds at the most, which is the fair use that YouTube allow due to the copyright infringement thing. But yeah, man, I can try to do something. Grace loves Hello. Nice username, Grace. Can you play Walk This Way by Aerosmith on the drums? I could, but not at the moment, Grace, because as I said, I normally do playthroughs throughout the afternoon hours, sometimes in the morning, depending who comes into the chat. But I try to stay up to date with all the requests. I started taking like screenshots of the conversations and trying to write down every single song that I guess there are like too many. and I have to take the time to learn everything and then play, etc., etc. So I don't know if you want to consider maybe subscribing to the channel and staying up to date with those type of things. If not, I do this every day mostly, different hours. It could be in the afternoon, most likely, which is where I do the live drumming, or it could be during nighttime, which I mostly focus on answering questions, tips about drum technique and all that. So we talk about a lot of things here besides just playing music, because other people have more things they want to know. So yeah, I'll see if I can remember that. If not, subscribe and I'll try to mention you when I go through the list of songs. If that's okay with you, Jason, where do you rank? Where do you rank John Bohan, bro? Well, he's basically one of the greatest of the greatest, if not like the grandfather of drumming. In between, Buddy Rich and all those guys, John Bohan definitely a legend, man. Super inspiring and big influence for many bigger drummers that came after him. So yeah, I think he has like a legacy going on, man. John is definitely a legend, bro. Come on, do the now. Joshua, I can't. I am so sorry to disappoint, but it's like 12, 11 at night where I am. So, I live in a building, so I have, people around me, and it's pretty quiet outside. So even though I play electric drums, they're a little loud because of the rubber pads, like the cymbal pads. The mesh heads, not so much. But also like the kick, I use the plastic beater size, so it really projects like more sound. So, I don't want to be a dick to my neighbors, and I don't want to get like a notification like, oh, what was going on? It was like, hey, and we heard something. So, sorry to disappoint, man. I'm really sorry. Thanks for understanding, Jason. I really appreciate it. Grace, yeah, I subscribed. Do what you can. Thank you, Grace. Yeah, I normally started doing this because I see so many things on the internet, like people struggling with some drum technique, like mostly for double bass drumming, and some other things have to do with your progress, with the instrument. So yeah, I started this to help people out. I don't know everything, but I try to give out some knowledge and see if that works for people that maybe with their practice sessions or don't know where to start or how to practice, etc., etc. So this is the main reason why, I started doing this. Jason, I couldn't have it better about Bohem. Yeah, man, Bohem, hands down, man, huge influence for the drum community, man. Joshua. Okay, Joshua, I think we're not speaking the same language. Maybe it's that time where you're at, but I'm in the Atlantic time zone. That's in the Caribbean, so it's not anywhere near 6:13 in the morning here. It's 12:13 midnight. So maybe you're like in Europe, India, or maybe around those places that have like a huge time zone difference. Yeah, Jason, midnight here. Yes, sir. So yeah. Don't know where Joshua brought that from, but sorry, man. Sorry to disappoint. Oh, you're in Germany. Okay. Yeah, you guys have a completely different time zone. You're 6 hours away from me. So yeah, you're starting the day, I'm finishing it, basically. That's how close these things bring us together. Grace, thank you so much for subscribing again. And thank you enough. But yeah, guys, I don't want to sit here, like, this is my main thought. I don't want to sit here and just play music for everybody because I know not every single person wants to see, like, drum videos. Or me just playing and not saying anything at all. Plus, right now I have to like plug in the drums directly to the phone, so the drums can only be heard and a better audio. Like it's not the best one, but it's decent, and you can also hear like the song. But the microphone cancels itself, so I can't talk to anybody meanwhile I'm playing. So I have to then disconnect the cable when I finish playing the drums and come back to you, try to read the whole chat. And sometimes, I get a lot of like texts coming in. So yeah, I try to only do that under a certain time throughout the day. But again, like I know everybody's not on the same time zone, so I encourage anybody that wants to catch up with videos or song requests. I'm going to start uploading shorts with different song requests because copyright, can't do a whole song, can't focus or invest time on learning each song like completely because obviously that will take some time. So yeah, and if you subscribed and I got the screenshot and I see the username, I'll definitely mention you on the cover. So that way you can go ahead and check it out whenever you have the chance or during the hours that you're on the chat. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for you. Who wants to catch up? I don't know, Joshua. Maybe somebody else that understands what you ask, or is it like a typo? Like who catch up or who wants catch up? Maybe it's just me. I don't know that lingo, I guess. Okay. Still running apparently. So, where is? Let me see. Never mind. Oh, well, I kind of noticed that you wanted to say catch up, but catch up? I don't know, maybe it's like a different, I guess, way to say it. You want to share about or talk about? Jason, sub and double tap. See you on the next chat, bro. Whoa, thank you so much, Jason. I really appreciate the support and the subscription, man. Yeah, I'll see you on the next one, brother. If you want to check out like some videos that I have on the channel, if you're interested, so that way you can, I guess, take a look and see what I normally do. I haven't uploaded like more videos because I uploaded a few not so long ago. So now I'm going to focus on shorts and eventually, start doing the same interaction through the live stream and, continue that way. Have you ever broken a snare drum? Do you mean like the Alvaro, or the actual snare drum, the shell of the snare drum? Did I mess up? No, not exactly, Joshua. Why? I'll check it, everything. Thanks again. No, thank you, Jason. Thank you so much for time to come here, subscribe, and have a little chat with me. And whenever you get the chance, yeah, man, go ahead and check out the videos, and hopefully you will like something there. So yeah, till next one, man. Cheers. Take care. Just the top of the snare drum. So the snare head, Alvaro. No, not that I remember. No. If I ever did, maybe it was like a really old snare head because I don't hit soft. Like I really hit them so I can make it as loud as possible, so it can be heard. Like if I have like microphones or anything like that. So I don't remember actually breaking one, but no, not exactly that I remember. Why is that, Alvaro? Have you broken a snare head? That should be a joke. Well, Joshua, maybe I'm a little tired to acknowledge jokes. I think it's the time. But I didn't come to the live stream for long today. I mean, I did log in this, this actual afternoon, was it? No, it was like in the morning, actually. In the morning before noon. And then I was going to come back, but I got busy, and then I just got home like way late than estimated. So I don't know, maybe I'm just tired, man. Can't catch up with jokes at the best. I don't know. I have not broken a snare head, but I have broken cymbals. Oh well, that's common. But do you know like do you know the reason why you broke cymbals? Like, do you know why that happened, or you just live with that? Because obviously you can go ahead and correct that with time eventually. Because cymbals are not mostly if you have like top of the line cymbals, you really want to avoid cracking them or breaking them, which sucks, man. Honestly. Uh, sh- I know that's German, but I don't know what that means. I think the cymbals were getting old. Okay, all right. Well, I mean, to be honest, even like newer cymbals, if they have like a manufacturer defect, or maybe they threw out like a defective batch of cymbals, it can happen that you're playing normally and then out of nowhere, um, maybe break a cymbal. But it's all about the technique and how you hit the cymbal. So that's why I was asking, because some people just play drums and they keep breaking stuff and they just deal with it. But if you take a look at how many times that happens and how much money you have to spend to like replace that, I mean, of course, maybe someone can go ahead and um, do that if they have the possibility. But not everybody can spend a lot of money like replacing stuff. But it's entitled to their own situation, right? But just food for thought, I guess. It means, can you German? You mean if I can speak German? I think you're playing German, and you're taking advantage of me being like a little sleepy, I guess. I only know Spanish and English, so German. I heard some words, I've seen some words, but I haven't um, like constantly got into German, so that's why I kind of forgot. No, Joshua, not at all. I mean, I'm not that good at like talking German. So no. But thanks for the insight, though. Like, it's interesting. I've been getting some people from Germany, so apparently a lot of people, I guess, due to the time zone, obviously. The UK is always present, which is super nice to have people there. Germany too, India. I had Slovakia. Sorry. So yeah, interesting to actually meet so many people from different parts of the world, and I'm just here in the Caribbean, like on a small island that not everybody knows about, but it's in the Caribbean. Obviously, you heard about Punta Cana. That's one of the most popular touristic places down here. So if that rings a bell, that's where I'm at, like country. Alvaro, do you cuss? I certainly do when I get really pissed off, man. Um, Sometimes it's just impossible to not cuss, but I don't live by that. I just have some moments. Why do you ask? Deutsch is much to German like Jut the Weg, which means out of the way. Okay. I guess that's a new one for me for sure. Yeah, I'm really bad at spelling. I mean, I try to replicate the the accent, but obviously I fail. So, but that's an interesting language, man. Anything from Europe, it's always interesting, and America too. So it's just like different things. I was just asking if you cuss. Oh, Alvaro, yeah, like I said, I have my moments, so I'm not gonna lie. I get pissed. Um, I think it's a Latino thing, even though I don't wanna like talk bad about us Latinos, but we have a strong attitude. Same with the ladies. Um, but yeah, I try to not always cuss unless like something gets gets me out of control, and I'm like, yo, do this and that. But I try to stay chill, but sometimes it's just hard, man. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you just let it out and express yourself. um, so yeah. I even cause like when I'm having like a bad practice session, I'm like, dude, what the is happening? Like, those bad days that you don't feel like nothing is right, I guess. So yeah, but I try to, stay away from that energy and just stay positive. Guys, for those that are just tuning in, on this channel, we normally talk about drums, anything related to drums. Something that I do not know about, I'll give you either a reference or I'll try to find a solution to your inquiry. But yeah, if you have any difficulties like with your technique as far as like double bass, hand technique, or are wondering how to practice efficiently without taking too much time of the day, tips, gear reviews, gear talk, anything about drums basically. Sometimes we talk about other stuff, but it depends, because I don't want to disrespect anybody else that it's here for the main subject, which is drum. But yeah, don't feel ashamed to ask anything. If it's within my power, I'll definitely reply and, talk about it. So yeah, send them over. Are you good with your foot technique on your left foot hi-hat? Well, on the hi-hat, I mean, I can do some splashing, I splash the hi-hat. Keep time, which is basically the but good to like the technical spec. I don't consider myself like too versatile with some things on the drums. I say what I can handle, and sometimes I do challenge myself. If anything catches my attention, I'll try to like practice it and see if it comes along, and try to get more into like the arsenal, if you will. But I think I'm decent. Like I just live the moment, man. Like I can do things playing live that I would probably not do during practice, because the energy, the vibe, the situation. You try to really get out there and try to express yourself. But I think I'm okay. I think I can do some things, yeah, man. But the people that really have like good technique on hi-hat, like as far as like foot technique for the hi stand or the hi-hat, like compositions or anything like that, or like jazz drummers or anybody that just plays with one single bass drum pedal, because you have to eventually develop your foot more with the hi-hat than anything. So I normally stick to double pedal, man. Like it's just like part of what I do, so that's automatically gonna happen. But sometimes you can do different things. How do you make your chops better? Sorry, I meant to say how do you make your chops better? Yeah, man. Um, well, the other day I was talking about like the differences between a drum fill and chops. So I'm not much of a chopper. More likely the guys that play gospel are the ones that go nuts with chops. Me, not so much. I normally just do drum fills, like just fill ins, you know. Um, Not so much of a chopper, to be honest. Like never been one. I know it's something that every drummer should have, but I don't know. It's for me. Um, Maybe one day I'll focus on that and try to develop a chop or something. But in the meantime, I normally do like drum fills. You know, not that big of a deal. Oh, so gospel is more for chop stand? Well, I'm not saying it's tops. I'm saying that most gospel drummers, like what I've seen, in my case, like there could be a different situation with that. Most choppers, like dudes that go nuts on the drums, play gospel or play at a church or are within like circle, and they have like a very common skill on the drums, which is chops, and groove, and everything, which is you know the normal thing to do, I guess. But they also add chops. Like they can do chops for like what 5 minutes straight, and then go back to the beat. Like those guys go crazy. I mean, I do admire how they come up with so many ideas and so many like crazy beats. Um, but yeah, man, for me, it's just like, like it's great, it's awesome, but it just doesn't really catch my eye much, I guess. Do you do paradiddles? Yeah, paradiddles. I mean, one of the basics, rudiments. I hit my leg a little hard so you can hear, cause like the pad is all the way back there, and I think it's easier to do it here. But yeah, paradiddles were um, were fun when I started learning them. I don't know much rudiments, to be honest. I just play singles, doubles, triplets, three-stroke rolls, flams, unison. What else? Stuff like that. Like I don't have a bunch of rudiments on my pocket. I just play to whatever I'm playing, and if it fits what I know, it's a done deal. But I'm gonna try to dig into like the pataflafla, the paradiddles, um, all these rudiments that are like a bunch of them, and see if I can add a little bit more taste to the ones that I already know. Can you do paradiddles slowly one more time? Sure. I'll actually tell you how they are structured. So it's right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. That's it. So it's paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. You get crazy with that. Ow. I actually hit my leg a little bit harder than intended, but there you go, man. So it was worth it. You're welcome, man. Yeah. Then again, I don't go crazy with paradiddles. Like I don't go crazy with a lot of things in general, because there's so many things out there that it will take you like even a second lifetime or maybe more to learn all these things. Because it requires a lot of time, and time is gold basically. So you don't always have the time to keep drumming and drumming and drumming and drumming unless you're living or making, I guess, something out of it. No, that's okay. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. So it's not your fault, man. I did it a little loud so you can hear, because there's no reverb here. But you get the idea. But don't worry, I'm fine. I've gone through worse pain than that, so no big deal. Yes, she does. Yeah, she does. She doesn't know much about them, obviously, but she does. Like, she said that was the reason, or one of the reasons why she actually liked me, because she likes that instrument. She likes the piano too, so she has a piano out there in the living room. So yeah, thankfully she's at least into an instrument and likes music. You got drum riz. A little, not much. But thanks, man. Yeah. I guess. Uh, but yeah, she's really supportive, by the way, with that, which is really important to me. Um, and I support her. I support her with her piano stuff because it's an instrument. You know, everybody should be able to learn an instrument, or at least to have it as a hobby. It's very important. Like if you don't know much about other stuff and you like music, that's why at school they at least teach you how to play one instrument or something, so they can try to get you into that. So yeah, that should be a thing for everybody. Does she have a YouTube channel? Yeah, she has one, but she hasn't uploaded anything like in years. I think she only created the account to have access to YouTube, and that's it. So yeah, she hasn't really used the channel for any music stuff. But who knows? Maybe in the future we'll try to see if we can do something together and upload it. But thanks for asking, man. Yeah. Now, so I'm the only one that has like the channel for these purposes. I mean, I've had YouTube for years, for more than what, 15 years maybe, something like that. But I started uploading drum stuff like back in 2008, 2007, something like that. And then I had a little break and then came back, and here I am again trying to stay active, uploading stuff, you know. Have you ever introduced her to the camera? You mean like to make her lose, like her feeling ashamed of the camera, or what exactly do you mean? Like to build confidence? Oh no, no, not yet. Because when I do lives, like she doesn't really, like she doesn't want to feel like she's bothering, which I'm like, you don't bother. But she normally, like, she works a lot. You know, she's independent, so she's always up to something. Either working or maybe catching, like, Netflix. So she has her space, I have mine. Eventually, at some point, she's gonna come in, like, into the camera and say hi, you know. So, maybe that happens sooner or later. But yeah, she has her own space, you know, and since we have been together like the whole day, we like to give some space and then get together again. So, yeah. No, that she can, but she's really a little shy. I mean, she is shy at her entire personality. But I don't think saying hi would be an issue. But you know, as I said, like maybe that will happen someday or somehow. Um, but yeah, I'll see when I can get her to say hi on the camera, man. Yeah, yeah, for sure. We try to have little breaks here and there because of relationships and stuff. Sometimes, you know, seeing your partner for so long, you're like, okay, I need a break, you know, just to do other things, not to say that you feel uncomfortable with your partner. But yeah, I was with her like the whole day, so I came home. She knows that I have to do this, or at least try to keep it consistent. She was the one that actually suggested me to do the lives. So I'm here because of her. So yeah, people should be thanking her and not me. I'm just doing the other part. But yeah, man, everything's good with that. What is metal to play to you? Well, anything that's technical or has like metric modulations, which are basically odd times on the drum set. You can be playing a regular 4/4 and then you jump to a 7/8 or to a 7/3, 5/8, you know, whatever the pattern may be, and keep consistent. like switching back and forth, that's what really makes the song complicated. Cause it keeps you like on a note, then changes to another one, and then the pulse changes, and then you have to all with on in time with the guitar, plus the vocals and everybody that's involved with the band. So like stuff like Necrophagist, which is a technical death metal band, which obviously it's not playing anymore, but those guys have really crazy timing. Um, what else I mention? Cerebral Effusion. I'm talking about like the technical metal bands that I know that are coming into mind. So yeah, I mean, man, nothing is your regular 4/4 throughout the whole song. So anything that has to do with those 10 signatures for me is hard. Eventually you can learn them, but you have to spend more time trying to learn everything, even which is harder because you don't have like a sheet to know what note the drummer is hitting, and then you don't have like a reference. You just have it here, and you just play along with it. But that's the way that I do it. Some people just know how to read music and they print out the drum sheet and they just play along with it, which is not as easy because you have to play and see the sheet at the same time, so you're multitasking. Um, so yeah, anything that has to do with that for me is kind of hard. When you play the drums, do you shake your head up and down? Oh yeah, of course, man. Yeah, it's part of the energy and like the beat. You just get into that wave of head banging. That's basically what it's called, like head banging when you bang your head. So yeah, it's like a rock metal classic movement. Uh, so yeah, it's part of like the song that you're playing and like the vibe and the energy. So I'm not like a big headbanger, but sometimes I do a little headbang here and there, and then I just go back to my regular position. But yeah, man, that's definitely part of the energy and the music. So yeah, you can say that. Do you do head circles? I can. Yeah, yeah. Same as head banging, but it's just like circles, and that's what they call like the helicopter or the helicopter bang. I prefer that one, but mostly like it looks real cool on people with long hair because you get the hair to do this twist or this like hurricane type of motion. And when it goes with it, like timing wise, it looks like super sick. And people transfer that energy to you when you're playing, so you just try to follow along. And it's basically part of having a good time. Like if you don't do that, you're not really enjoying the music. You know what I mean? Like it's part of that of the performance. Will. Have you stood up while playing on the drums? Yeah. I mean, if it's a part I can just like stand up and play like the single pedal or just like hit the cymbals and then sit down again and start playing double bass. I've done it just to try to send that energy to the crowd and try to interact with the fans and all that. So yeah, you just gotta live the moment, man. I mean, I'm not a big showman by any means, but I just do particular things mostly when the energy is there, because sometimes I just play the drums and I want to get it over with, because maybe like the crowd is not as hyped, not because they don't like the band, because I've seen the same people responding to our stuff, but I mean, eventually somebody has to transfer that energy, either the crowd or the band. Most likely like the vocalist is the one that has to connect with people, and then eventually that spreads with the band and everybody starts like following on, and everybody then gets to to the mood of headbanging and enjoy what you do. So that's very important, to be honest. Have you ever joined drumline when you were in school? No, man. Here they don't actually have drumline school. They don't have that in school. What you can do here is that we do a lot of festivals here. Like there's this holiday, um, which is when we celebrate Independence Day, and there's another like event that mostly is it takes place in different. It's like the patriotic type of parades and all that. So yeah, you get some kids playing like the snare or doing some drum line, like mostly like drum rolls and drum patterns along with the music of that holiday or that particular parade. But drumline is not a thing here. I mean, some people are into that, but there's a small amount of people that do drumlines. Where I am, teach concert band and drumline. Nice. Well, here, like concert bands, you can get that in college, since we got the contemporary music career that was brought to us about in 2018. So that's new here, like an actual career with people that came down from Berkeley to teach. So the other ones that we had were not so much into like teaching you to like graduate with something to do, but you graduated more teaching. So if you wanted to become like a sound engineer, soloist, instrumentist, whatever you might want to get, we got that option starting from that time that the music career came to the country with the lineup of from Berkeley. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, we have different types of drumming here, but mostly like tropical stuff, like anything from the Caribbean, like the genres of merengues, some salsa that has percussion, merengue as well. I mean, they don't use actually like drums, but they might use like a bass drum for those genres just to give punch, and the rest is like with percussion instruments, you know. What else? So yeah, you just get a different side of drumming. Well, not percussion at its whole, but they do use percussion instruments like some maracas, bongos, congas, the volley, even the triangle, man. Like whatever fits the music, they'll go ahead and use it. But drum wise, here you may see like jazz, rock, some blues, but not so much. Metal, obviously rock, as already stated. Not so much R&B. We have like urban styles of music here. But yeah, like drum wise, either that in school, like through that college that has that particular career, or by just like self-taught or other institute, which is called the conservatory. So there they have another wave of people learning other instruments and drums as well. Is there a Christian drum like gospel players? Yeah, yeah, definitely. There's a lot of churches here. So we do have a lot of church drummers. But I haven't seen much gospel dudes. I mean, I've seen like two, but they got into that not too long ago, I guess, when the whole internet blew up with all these chops and things like that. Or maybe I'm incorrect. Maybe they were watching that beforehand. And again, that's what you normally see throughout the worship drummers, or people that play at churches. So yeah, we have quite a few. So yeah, you can too. I know chops go crazy sometimes. Yeah. Sorry. I would say that they like to solo a lot, which is part of chops. When you do a solo, you're basically chopping, but it depends how much chopping you add to that solo, right? So if you start like doing some tom fills and you go back to the snare and then you do some phrases with the cymbals and then you go back to more toms and then you do like some bass work with the single pedal, like doubles on top of singles or doubles on top of doubles. Like you can go nuts with soloing and the chops in general. So yeah, they do get crazy when they get carried away. I don't really do chops though in church. Okay, well I guess you're the exception. But maybe you're most likely going to get uh, contagious once you learn that, because they do spread that within that community, like drummers that do a lot of chops and things like that. So they do spread that around the same circle. So you're gonna get influenced by those for sure, because that's where you normally find them, like in churches, or any other activity that involves like worshiping. So yeah, definitely will get into that for sure. All right, guys. So it's 6 to 1 in the morning, and I really have to go to bed because tomorrow I have a really tough day again. So yeah, all these days I've been really busy, so I can't stay much on the live stream. But for those that tuned in or just came in, then again, I normally talk about drum stuff, drum reviews, gear wise, practice and technique advices, suggestions, how to practice, etc., etc. So anything related to drums, we talk about on this channel. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one when I do some live drumming or have some free time to add more stuff to the chat. So yeah, for those that didn't know that, if you want to consider subscribing, maybe check the channel and see if you feel that you like something and you're interested in seeing more in the near future. Just go ahead and subscribe. If you like, that's fine. I normally do live streams basically every day. I'm trying to do this in the afternoon and night. Sometimes I might log in morning hours, but most likely like on Fridays or Saturdays or throughout the weekend. But from Monday to Thursday, I normally go with afternoons and nights. So yeah, I hope to see faces around here or others that would like to join this community of learning and sharing stuff. Thank you, Alvaro. Thank you so much, man. I can play metal, but I just don't do it. Yeah, man. I mean, metal is not a really hard genre. It's just like a preference, But you normally play on your regular 4/4 or 6/8, so there's not a lot of technical stuff going on unless you add that yourself. But yeah, man. Thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you so much for liking it. And yeah. Oh, Emmanuel. Yo, dude, what's up? Nice to see you back here. Yeah, Alvaro. Thank you so much, man. Goodbye. Good night. Thank you for the blessings. God bless you too, man. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one for sure. And hopefully next time we get to dig into more drumming stuff, I guess, right? Instead of doing so much talking. So guys, I appreciate the attention. I appreciate every one of you that keeps coming back for more and help this grow together. So yeah, till then, I'll see you on the next one. Keep drumming, have patience, enjoy what you do, and try to do not quit. Like, do not quit. This is something that will eventually make you always feel better, no matter the situation. So, thank you so much again for joining. Tú también, Manuel, que descanses. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.